Good morning. These are your Tribune highlights for Friday, December 19th, 2025. Brought to you by your daily Bahamas headlines, especially for people on the go and those who are visually impaired. Please don't forget to like, share, and follow our Facebook, YouTube, and WhatsApp channels. We begin this morning with the main and most troubling story. A 35-year-old man has died while in police custody at the Fox Hill police station, triggering an official investigation and renewing national concern about deaths in custody. According to police, the man became unresponsive following a struggle with officers as they attempted to restrain him. Emergency medical services were called, but he was pronounced dead shortly after. The incident occurred just after 10 a.m., and a post-mortem examination has been ordered to determine the exact cause of death. Police officials say the officers involved have been reassigned to administrative duties as the investigation proceeds. This latest death adds to a painful history of similar cases in the Bahamas and has reignited calls for greater accountability, transparency, and the placement of cameras in police stations, a measure long advocated by civil society groups. In related coverage, public debate continues over policing, race, and justice, with letters to the editor highlighting long-standing concerns about how Black Bahamians experience law enforcement and the criminal justice system. Contributors argue that meaningful reform requires not just investigations after tragedy, but systemic change, oversight, and trust building before lives are lost. Turning now to labor and industrial relations, BTC unions are again raising concerns about what they describe as breaches of industrial agreements. Union leaders say promises made to employees have not been fully honored and warn that unresolved grievances could escalate if not promptly addressed. BTC management, for its part, maintains that it is acting within the framework of existing agreements. The dispute underscores wider tensions in employer-employee relations at a time when cost of living pressures remain high. On the health front, new reporting shows that Bahamas far exceeds Caribbean averages for adult obesity and hypertension, placing increased strain on the public healthcare system. Experts warn that without sustained investment in prevention, primary care, and lifestyle interventions, chronic non-communicable diseases will continue to drive costs and worsen health outcomes. This comes as the government faces difficult funding decisions amid rising healthcare demand. In business and the economy, the Tribune reports that public healthcare financing is on an unsustainable track, with a projected $24 million deficit by 2026. Analysts say the gap is being driven by increased service demand, rising patient costs, and structural inefficiencies. Calls are growing for comprehensive reform to ensure long-term sustainability without sacrificing access to care. Meanwhile, in Grand Bahama, concerns are mounting over Freeport's readiness to support major industrial expansion, particularly at the shipyard, with business leaders pointing to infrastructure gaps and the need for faster approvals and investment. There is also significant coverage of tourism and development, as Carnival's $600 million Celebration Key project has officially reached the 1 million visitor milestone, a major boost for Grand Bahama and a bright spot in an otherwise challenging week. Officials say the project is generating jobs, supporting small businesses, and strengthening the island's tourism profile. On the courts and crime beat, an Andros man detained for 24 hours over a missing MP's firearm has raised questions about due process, while the Court of Appeal has revoked bail for a mother and daughter accused in an attempted murder case. In another matter, a judge denied bail to a teenager who claimed he was attacked in prison, citing public safety concerns. There is also a heartbreaking human interest story today, as the mother of a murdered teenager shares her pain heading into the holiday season, saying she does not know if she will make it through what she describes as the darkest time of her life. Her words are a sobering reminder of the human cost behind the headlines. We close on a note of community and compassion, with officers helping a family who lost their home just days before Christmas, providing groceries and support during an incredibly difficult time. Those are your Tribune highlights for this Friday. As always, thank you for listening. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember that an informed society is a stronger society. Enjoy your day, be blessed, and be a blessing.